Is Al ready? There we go. There's Al. Al Jackson
Hi, Al.
joins us from Denver, Colorado.
As is,
The
baby.
big deal is that Ace is here. That's the big deal.
That's right.
Yeah, he's alive and well.
Not super pumped about it is Mr. Chick over there. He goes, yeah, he's all right. It's like, shouldn't you be ecstatic that your friend is not a chalk outline right now? This is
man.
a big day.
I could have tripped over the cat and fell downstairs.
Friend is a big stretch.
Loved one.
Yes, loved one. He's family. Yeah, that's right.
Now, Al Jackson joins us from Denver. Al is one of the featured performers on the Daily Blast Live. And you can see Al all the time on your computer on a TV set near you.
DBL.
Yeah.
Look for it.
DBL. There you go. There. What's happening? You got is that turtleneck there? Is it getting chilly?
It is. The leaves are turning. It is. I realize that fall is my favorite time of year.
Oh yeah.
I like it because I think I'm naturally like I like let me just not give it a euphemism. I'm becoming a recluse. Absolutely.
Here, here.
I don't. Me and Chick are a lot more like.
Damn right.
Tom, you two. We're weirdos and we don't leave our house a lot. And this is the time to give me stuff to do in the yard. I could blow the leaves. So this is a big time for me, and it gives me a reason to stay in the house and eat oatmeal, which I've already done this morning.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care what I'm blowing, but I'm blowing something.
Really?
Could be the leaves. Damn right.
Be careful.
Could be the Amazon thing.
Tom, I
Could
did
be the
want to
DoorDash
say
guy.
something.
I don't care.
Before we get started, I just want to say because obviously every day my show and every show that is a show has to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and people are fighting back against regular crazy football fans like us, saying, hey, well, it's we're obsessed with Taylor, so anything she does, we do. And I started thinking, like, what's the what's the direct mirror of a crazy football fan? I'll tell you this really quickly. My mom, who is one of those women that's like, they don't really exist anymore. Like, those women that are just in your family that are like real saints. Like, they take care of 6 people and make sure they're alive, and they don't even realize how great they are. Mm-hmm. That's how my mom is. So my mom is taking her brother, my Uncle Ben, to the doctor. They realized that not recently, but they're getting some bad news that he's had a stroke in the last month. And so they test him for diabetes, and they have to do that while they're there. And my uncle, who, is about to go under so they can test him, see if he had another stroke. My mom said he looks up and he points at the wall and he goes, "What's that?" And the nurse goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And my mom goes, he was pointing to a Pittsburgh Steelers bumper sticker on the wall. And my uncle, who is a diehard Browns fan, before he was about to go under, was like, "Get that out of my face." That is what real fanship looks like, bro. So, like, I just want all the Taylor Swift people to know we were crazy before y'all were crazy. This is to the death. This is like life and death. Like, the last thing the last question he asked before he went under was, "Why am I looking at a Pittsburgh Steelers logo? Let's go Browns." So, yeah, shout out Uncle Ben.
Now, have you been to the Taylor Swift movie?
I wouldn't go to that.
It's great. I went. It's great. From a technical standpoint, it's the best concert film I've ever seen. The way they shoot it, the sound is amazing. And people were dancing in the aisles. I took my little girls out. They were dancing. They were singing. It was fantastic.
Well, that's who it's made for.
I know. It's great. For what it is,
but
it's
Tom,
perfect.
I can't go to that. There'll be a red dot over my house. They'll be like, oh yes, one ticket for one gigantic black man.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in front, ladies. I'm trying to catch this show.
Maybe you should take your crew from the Daily Blast Live show. They've got a bunch of kids, so you can all go as a group.
It's not just kids, Tom. It's so weird because Taylor Swift was in Denver. I don't know, a month and a half back. And it was weird because it was kind of like I was following her because then obviously I was in L.A. that following weekend with the kiddos. And Taylor Swift was playing SoFi Arena or wherever the big arena is there. And when I'm staying at the hotel, I've stayed in so many, I can like feel when there's a lot of people there. And the hotel was packed on a Sunday, which sometimes there's like 4 cars in the parking lot because everybody checks out Sunday morning. Still packed. And I'm going back to my room, and this white guy, like white beard with his wife, they were both probably early 60s, and he just turns to me like they're going in their room and I'm going in mine. He goes, "You here for the Swiftie concert?" And I was like, "Why are we talking about this, sir? I'm not, and you shouldn't be either." Her demo is so weak. I mean, I'll give it to her. it's everyone. I don't get it, but I'm not hating. I just don't get it. But I've never seen anybody with a demo that cuts. Like, if I say something about Taylor on my show, like, there's a 24-year-old black producer on our show that I can see her giving me the side eye, like, he's a hater. Like, it doesn't, like, she crosses over socioeconomic and racial, like, everybody just, like, is in her grasp. I don't understand it.
It's good. I think you'd like it, Al. But if you got to go with kids.
Song?
I like the "Shake It Off." I kind of like that one. That's an earlier one, and I like the first one, the one "You Belong to Me." That's a great tune, and she wrote it when she was 16 or something. But yeah, just watching the joy in the people there was fun for me. And then I looked at my phone a lot
when the prime minister comes out.
Okay, yeah, that's
my favorites are.
It's very culty to me. I'm sorry, it looks very culty, like people in front of the screen crying. When the Grand Master is out there, it just is very strange. I don't know. Good luck to y'all.
My favorites are Fire and Rain and Mudslide Slim.
That's James Taylor. She's named after him, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, Al Jackson's...
I had it all wrong.
Al, you were saying how kind of eccentric you've gotten, and put it this way, my girls are out of town. I've had a cereal for the last 2 nights for dinner and happy about it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Shredded wheat.
Okay, Tom, now take that happiness and listen to what I'm going to say now.
What's that?
It's just the beginning.
Okay. Don't you love having just cereal for dinner and just not having to worry about it?
Al, you're talking about recluse. Don't you find that the pandemic kind of put all of us on, those of us who always wanted to be recluses, actually took that and ran with it, man. I still am not. Yeah. I think that was
it's a real thing because, Chicky, there's some people that, because of societal norms and you don't want to seem like a maniac, you know, some people don't want to go to your wedding. Doesn't mean they don't like you. Some people don't want to be out. My dad was like that. My dad was like, he moved out. So like I can't explain to you how rural where my dad lived, and would do an hour and 10-minute commute downtown every day just to be by himself, to have an acre on both sides of it.
Nice.
He wasn't even a farmer.
It's
He
my
was just
dream.
like, I'm done. Yeah. And I just think it's like the older you get and the more like, I think, I talk to Dean all the time before I come on the air, and he and I are just like, some people are like tinkerers and they like to play around in the garage and play around with electronics, and when I go out, I don't drink anymore. I'm not chasing girls anymore. Now, back when you're chasing, you got to be out, but like, I'm not chasing no more. So I'm like, yeah, let's stay in the house. Let's see what happens after 3 days.
I have a technical question for you, Al.
Oh, all right.
I was reading this article about the fact that shoes, people are now wearing sneakers everywhere, and a lot of sort of staid offices are now actually not having clothing requirements. I was just in an office the other day signing some documents, and everybody in there was dressed like a casual Friday on a Monday. Do you wear sneakers on your TV show? Because your feet are not seen. Because you're always wearing really nice suits and everything. Since you're on TV,
no.
do you wear?
Yeah, I respect the job, Tom. I put some shoes on. I try and get nice dress shoes. Not overly like let's figure out this corporate merger dress shoes, but like casually cool shoes. Now I do have a pair of kind of custom made, really dope black tennis shoes that have this flower design weaved through them, but they're kind of like, they're not for exercise.
So are your fellow broadcasters, are they all wearing leather shoes, or are they wearing?
No, we all kind of, I think everybody on the show kind of likes to get dressed up. And, Tom, what you're talking about with the state offices and everything, I think it started at the airport. I remember seeing this trend where like adults would start coming to the airport in like pajamas and a pillow, like they're about to work through some childhood trauma. What are you doing? You're 41. Why do you need to be that comfortable for 3 hours? Pull it together, put your teddy bear away, and let's get on the fly.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird thing, but you start to kind of let things go. I do believe I am all for being casual, being chill. I like when the opposite sex is kind of chill. Like a woman in some overalls, come on, dog. Dude, I think that's so hot. I think of a woman that's like painting or doing something. Yeah, I'm all in on that. But I do think when it's time to like, hey, it's so and so's retirement ceremony. It's somebody's graduating. We need to go get these papers signed for this. But like, put some clothes on. Like, what are we doing here? I don't
I was
know.
inside the bank yesterday, and two of the guys working there were wearing jeans and like frumpy shirts, and I'm thinking, bankers don't dress like that.
You guys in Ambrosia?
Yeah.
You're going to start singing? This says casual dress codes have jumped up by 80%.
Yeah.
So anyways, hey, speaking of casual, we got to get out of this casual mode and go into our work mode here. Al,
Yes.
your job is to make me somewhat hipper, and that
think it's
involves
working.
the American language. Do we have a phrase I need to learn?
Oh, we have a phrase, but we're going to start with a word that I love, and it goes in and out of my vocabulary, but I'll use it for the rest of my life. And Tom, that word is stank. When would you use the word stank? Not referring to smell. Not referring to smell.
Okay.
You could, obviously.
Stank.
Yes.
Wow.
Just use your, I think, just common sense.
It can just be a critical term for, say, you attend the cinema and you go, boy, that movie stank.
No.
Stay away from critical, I would say also.
Okay.
What's that,
I know. I have an idea. Wait a minute.
I would say it's not necessarily critical.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Would it be? I'll tell you what. I went to see Al Jackson's comedy show. Man, it was fantastic. He just put a little bit of stank on it.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah.
Tom. Look,
Yeah.
we joke around about like, oh, it's been years, and Tom, anybody listening and everybody in that room knows Tom would not have got that 2 years ago.
You're right.
I'm learning.
Tom,
Al.
you're learning. So please, I want to keep this momentum going. I've heard this word used a bunch. Actually, this woman was on our show yesterday, used it in a sentence on live TV. And I was like, oh, this is really making kind of a comeback, because it was around for a while and then it left and now it's back. Tom, when would you use the phrase keeping it a buck?
Keeping it a buck.
Yes.
Is this like the dollar store where?
yeah, they always
That'd be a good competition for the dollar store.
they try to keep it at a buck.
Keep it at a
Yeah,
buck.
That's right.
Is it keep it at a buck or keep it in a buck?
Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. Okay, keep it a buck.
Yes.
Keeping it in a buck would be tough.
That would be very weird.
That would be if you keep it in there for 7 seconds.
You're not here for the hunting, are you?
No.
So anyway, then this bear comes out and rapes me. And,
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Does it mean just being reasonable?
No, but you're fishing in the dark, but you think the fish are biting. You're close.
Keep it a buck. Wow, I don't know. I don't know. Is it? Does it involve monetary?
No, but what does a buck symbolize?
A dollar?
Oh, we're talking the animal, or are we talking a dollar?
A dollar, but like, what is it? Like, if you just looked at the number visually.
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
One?
100. Looks like 100.
oh, there you go. Yeah.
$1. Okay.
It's like
so then go with that.
100%.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Keep it a buck. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. What do you think it means, first off?
well, I think you just said it. In other words, be all in.
Keep it
Be 100% into something.
more. Keep it real. I think. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to be totally honest right here. So if somebody got fired, and they unfairly, and they were trying to do the diplomatic thing, they were like, oh, why'd you leave DBL? And I'd be like, it was a mutual party. Well, let me stop. Let me keep it a buck. Here's what happened.
Okay.
I relapsed. No, it's just right. That's like how that's how you would use it. So it's just kind of like, I'm going to be 100 with you, and it's like a way to say, like, I'm being 100% honest.
Wow, I never would have gotten that one.
Yeah, but it really, it's an easy way to communicate that you're telling the truth. And I think it's better because whenever somebody says, look, Chrissy, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm always like, isn't that the default? Don't you always assume somebody?
Yeah.
I think when somebody says I'm going to be honest, my ears go up like, what? Why did you feel the need to say that? So yeah, I'd like keep it a buck just means like, I know I'm supposed to, even if I'm being honest, kind of sugarcoat this, but I'm not. I'm just going to tell you like what happened, feel about it how you may.
All right. By the way, Al's album is out there. I forgot to mention this. In Earnest. You can grab that. How does one find that, Al?
Oh, Tom, and just anywhere that you get your streaming music services, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff, you can find In Earnest.
And that's Al Jackson. Thank you very much, Al.
Hey, I love you. That's me keeping it a buck.
And you put the stank on it today, my friend.
You did good.
My man, 50 grand with beaucoup stank, as they say in France.
No. Yeah, yanked right up.
Right at the end.
You hit the mountain right there.
Thank you very much.